everyone, and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Amana and we are here at Disneyland today. We are going to be celebrating Disney's 70th anniversary by doing something a little special. So what we're going to be doing is getting on all of the opening day attractions here at Disneyland. I'm so excited because it's been a very long time since I have gotten on a lot of these rides. I typically just pass over them, but there's a lot of new stuff going on here, so I definitely want to take you guys through it. We're gonna have a really good day, but first we're gonna go and watch the new Walt show. So it's an animatronic of Walt Disney and I'm very curious to see it in person. So let's head over, let's go watch it, and I'll give you guys my full thoughts after.
Setbacks, but he never gave up. He just kept moving toward that great big beautiful tomorrow. The story of Walt's life is truly a magical one, and no one could tell it quite like Walt himself.
My dad worked as a carpenter in the World's Fair building. He eventually ended up in Chicago as a contractor, and he was doing that when I was born, December 1901. But my dad made some money as a contractor. Then he wanted to get back to the farm. So he finally ended up buying this farm in Marceline, Missouri. It was a beautiful farm.
So Walt did something that he would do throughout his life when things got tough. He took a chance.
My brother had joined the Navy, so I wanted to join it. Well, I was still a year too young. I was 16. Finally, this kid come in to me very excited. He said, there's something just forming here that you and I can get in. I said, what is it? He said, an ambulance unit. I was in Paris, 3rd of September. Takes a lot of money to make these dreams come true. And we had everything mortgaged, including my family. I started with many ideas, threw them away, started all over again. Eventually it evolved into what you see today as Disneyland. But it all started from a daddy with 2 daughters wondering where he could take them, where he could have a little fun with them too. The park means a lot to me in that something will never be finished, something that I can keep developing and adding to. Not only can I add things, but even
these wonders untold are ours to behold in the funny world, the sunny world, the wonderful world of love.
And now your host, Walt Disney.
Today I want to share with you some of our ideas for Disney World. Here in Florida we have something special we never enjoyed at Disneyland.
Appreciate and accept what I've done all these years. That is a great reward. But all individuals are different. I had a brother who I really envied because he was a mailman. But he was the one that had all the fun. He had himself a trailer, and he used to go off and go fishing, and he didn't worry about payrolls. Well, then you think of all the jokes and ideas. No, I said, I don't do that. Finally, he looked at me and said, Mr. Disney, just what do you do? Well, I said, sometimes I think of myself as a little bee. I go from one area of the studio to another and gather pollen and sort of stimulate everybody. I guess that's the job I do. You know, there's a lot of satisfaction in developing ideas into realities, but there's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward, opening up new doors, doing new things, because we're curious. And curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. We're always exploring and experimenting. We're interested in doing things that are fun in bringing pleasure and especially laughter to people. But I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing. That was all started by a mouse.
Like a boat out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. One news.
Okay, so we just finished watching the animatronic, the Walt Disney animatronic, and I'm definitely gonna give that an 8 out of 10. I feel like the pictures and videos that came out, it definitely doesn't look like him. The mannerisms and movements is what kind of resembles him the most. I wish that the audio was a little bit louder on his specific animatronic, but the video beforehand is phenomenal. I absolutely love the video. You're gonna have to watch that in person to really get the feel of it, but overall I think that it's incredible that we're even here in this era where we have a Walt animatronic. I think that's so cool. So we're gonna head over into Fantasyland to ride some of the opening day attractions. This line is long. What is this line for? I think this is for Buzz Lightyear. Oh, that's long. Oh my God. Okay, so we're gonna head over to Fantasyland to ride some of the opening day attractions. I'm very excited about that because I haven't been on those rides in a very long time. So we're gonna go ahead and get on Peter Pan's flight first, and then maybe Alice after. was in desperate need of a pick-me-up because I quite literally got to Disneyland and was just on vibes. So we got an iced, what is this called? A Tavern Cold Brew, and it's from the Red Rose Tavern in Fantasyland, and it was $6.79, but with my Magic Key discount it came out to $6.22. So the discount was $1.02, but with like taxes and stuff it was $6.22. So it has caramel, vanilla, and it's just a cold brew. Yep, exactly what I needed. All right, let's get back into the show. much needed break. We got a lot of rides done. So for the opening day attractions, I'm sorry if it's loud. There's nowhere else to sit. It's kind of hot right here too. But so for the opening day attractions, we did King Arthur. We watched the Walt Disney Animatronic. We rode Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, Peter Pan's Flight, and Snow White. So now all we have is the Storybook Canal, the Mark Twain, the Mad Tea Party, Jungle Cruise, the Disneyland Railroad, and Autotopia. So we are taking a little lunch break. I got the beignet chicken slider at the Royal Street Veranda, which I'm very intrigued about. So I am going to try this out because one, I love a chicken sandwich. Two, I love buffalo chicken. Three, I'm not a fan of beignet, but I'm very intrigued about this. So we're gonna try this out and see how this tastes. Okay, this is very, very messy. It's very messy. The chicken is a thigh, which I love that. The buffalo is a little spicy, so it has a kick to it. I love that. I didn't get the slaw, but I think I just want to kind of taste the slaw. I know that some people are not like coleslaw fans, but it's not too bad. It definitely kind of counteracts that kick from the sandwich, but overall, the beignet does nothing for it besides making it messy. Which is bread. That's all it is. I honestly don't know what people's fascination is about the beignets, but I digress. I mean, this is a good option. It is humongous, so you could share this, or just have it for lunch by itself. I would give this a 7.5, or I'll give it an 8. An 8 out of 10 for sure. I wanted to give my thoughts on the Walt animatronic because I kind of glazed over it a little bit, but I think overall, I think it's cool. Like, I would definitely go and see that again because it definitely gives that magic and that history of Disney, and I love that Bob Iger is narrating it. I love that we get to see more of Walt and hear his story because some of that stuff, like, you know, you don't really have access to watch the way that we can just go sit there and watch it. Like, I wish they would put like the World of Color little series that Walt did on like Disney Plus. I think that would be something that's really cool. But overall, yeah, the animatronic does not look like him. It doesn't look like him. And even if you sit far away, it doesn't look like him. Especially after you watch the video and then they turn in the animatronic. It just looks like some guy that's just with Walt's voice. The movements of the animatronic is what I expect from Disney, so I think that they missed the mark on the likeness in terms of it looking like him. But other than that, I loved the show. I thought the show was great. I think it's a really nice addition, and I think it'll be great in rotation with the Abraham Lincoln to get a little bit more people in there. I've actually never been in there before. Like, I've never seen anything in there before, so like seeing like the way that Walt kind of diagrammed Disneyland and just the pictures and stuff, like that was so cool. So overall, like, I would go watch it again. I will watch it again, but it doesn't look like him, and I think that that's just an honesty. But other than that, I think it's really great. So I'm gonna finish up my chicken slider. I don't know what's happening. Oh, Jack just ran up there. Let me see if I can get him. I didn't get him. He's like on this like terrace right here, so if I can get a little glimpse of him, I'll get a picture or something. But yeah, I'm gonna eat my slider, take a much needed break. I need some water actually, so I'm gonna try to get some water. But other than that, yeah, we're gonna continue our little adventure. I think since we're over here, let me check the wait times actually, because I am gonna go pick up a Dole Whip. I'm gonna change the window. What time is it? It is 1:16. I'm gonna pick up up a Dole Whip because they have a new peach flavor, so I'm gonna pick that up. And then right now, Jungle Cruise is at a 10-minute wait, and then the Mark Twain is at a 15-minute wait. So I think I'm gonna go get on the Mark Twain and then get on Jungle Cruise, grab the Dole Whip, and then head back into Fantasyland so that we can ride the Storybook Canals and the Tea Party. And then we just have the Disneyland Railroad and Autotopia after that. So I think we should be done pretty soon. This has been a really good day. The lines are like 15 minutes, so I love that for me. And it's a Saturday, so I'm really happy about that. So I'm gonna finish this up and then we're gonna head over. I just boarded the Mark Twain and I feel like I got the perfect seat. So I'm at the top, but like I'm under the shade and I have my fan. I'm living the life right now. I feel really great.
At 1/4.
Okay, if you look to your right, you'll see the Temple of the Forbidden Eye. Where face are? I don't know why they call him that, because clearly him a standing. And him a growling, so we should probably leave him alone. Those right there are king cobras. They usually travel in packs of 4. Like... Oh wait, that's a shoelace. Their trunks today, believe it or not. That's unheard of. Did you know that elephants can grow up to 4 feet? And humans are only able to grow up to 2. Yeah, those are Indian elephants. Do you know how I know that those are Indian elephants? We're in India. Hey, Squirt. What's up, my guy? Oh, you're Chippendale ears. Oh, the baby! Were you going to sacrifice the baby to the elephant? Oh my goodness. Looks like the monkeys have taken over the camp. This is absolutely bananas! Yeah, I don't find this appealing at all. We should probably split, especially because there's a gorilla with a gun! At least we know who's calling the shots around here, but we... I really touched the bullet there. Now, my friends, if you look to your left, you will see absolutely nothing. However, if you look straight ahead, you'll see the most gorgeous view that this jungle has to offer. Hi, I'm Skipper Lauren. Okay, and then just behind me is a waterfall. Oh. So I'm supposed to talk to you more about the waterfall, but we'll go over it later. You are in a boat. Now right there's an African elephant. Do you know how I know that that's an African elephant? Listen. That's the first person to ever actually listen to me in a boat because there's nobody ever listens to me and then they want me to do. Anyways, we are now approaching the Great African Belt, which we use to hold up the Great African Pants. The African Belt is home to a wide variety. Hey folks, I know what you're thinking. Wow, I didn't know that lions knew how to play the piano. They don't, that's a secret. He's dead tired. We should probably let him rest in peace. I told you not to do that. I literally told him, never get into a fight with a They always get their point. I'm gonna try to charge the boat, so go ahead and get your wallets out. It's okay. I can scare them off the same exact way I scared off my last relationship. I love you! Let's get married! Meet my parents! Yeah, works every time. Never gonna live happily ever after. But I just saved your life, you're welcome. Yes, yes, hold the applause! Half off. Bad news is that the other half is all the way back over there and I'm not turning around to go get it. So if you are interested, you'll take it as is. Caterpillars. And now, for the moment you have all been waiting for. The amazing, the stupendous, the stunning, the gorgeous, the beautiful, the perfect, the eighth wonder of the world! Put your hands together for me! Woo! I'm kidding. Fish and water! Woo! Yeah, you don't see that every day. I do. Now, ahead on your left. Of the entire Jungle Cruise. The return to civilization. And folks, as we approach the dock, ask that you remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, legs, head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes inside of the boat. We don't want to scratch the dock. Again.
Is a new Dole Whip flavor. On the top, this is the that's the mango. But at the bottom, they have peach. So I'm gonna taste this. It definitely has like a peach aftertaste, but like the first bite of it is it's acquired. The mango can't be beat, but I'm glad I mixed it. So they don't have a swirl of the mango peach, so they just put the mango on top, but the peach isn't my favorite. It's not my favorite. But I like the consistency of it. So you can't beat Dole Whip actually, so. I'd give it like a 7. I do think that I would stick to my mango strawberry though, but I think that this is a nice addition to the Tropical Hideaway. The wait looks like it's about 30 to 40 minutes, and I did mobile order this. I did have to ask them to remake it though because they don't have the mango option, but they were very sweet, very nice to do it. So okay, so we just had the Dole Whip. Definitely a 7 out of 10. I think I'm just gonna stick with my mango strawberry, but we're headed back into Fantasyland because we need to get on the Mad Tea Party, Storybook Canals, and then head over to Autotopia, and then end the day with the Disneyland Railroad. So we're gonna knock those out, and then I'll check back in with you guys.
Remain seated, keep no hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat at all times. And that does include not touching the water. Little ones, please watch your parents, and parents, please watch your little ones. Now most people travel to enchanted places through the pages of a book, or sometimes in person, whether down a rabbit hole or with some pixie dust. They say it can be quite magical. Or even menacing, as it looks like we're entering the jaws of Monstro himself. We are actually being transported to the enchanted world called Storybook Land. On that rabbit hole, all the way to Wonderland. I think I got curious, sir. And the power of love. They got there happily ever after and live in the Sultan's palace to this day. Their story can be from our wild characters like Code Hall up in our left, whose son to Jade Thaddeus came. Maybe just make some room. Like Aaron Dover, the two sisters Anna and Elsa met their friends Kristoff, Stone, and Noah, where they all found the one thing more powerful than Elsa's magic, was the power of true love. And just at the head of the sleepy alpine village, home with the pet operators, for his country to become a real hero. The hero feels safe from the belly of my friends, but even very grandfather. Emotions touched. Just on the outskirts of the
I think we're gonna call it a night. That was such a good day. I had such a great day. I wanted just to go over the 3 favorite parts of my day before I close the vlog out. So the very first one was Skipper Lauren. She was amazing, and I gave her a cast compliment. Whoop, face this way. I gave her a cast compliment because she did so good on the Jungle Cruise. I hope you guys really liked that footage because she was great, and that was like probably the best one I've had in a long time, so it was very refreshing to have her there. The second was definitely being able to experience all of the opening day attractions again for the first, like not for the first time, but just experiencing them like this, because I've never really dedicated a day just to ride things that Walt put his thoughts into, so I really enjoyed that as well. And then the third favorite part of my day was just being back at Disneyland. I haven't been inside Disneyland in a very long time, but my camera's dying, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign off for the day. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.